Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? All right, good. Good morning, guys. Looks like we are having a nice gap up. I'm just I don't know. We'll see if the gap up fails or if we are gonna retest yesterday's lows or lows from Monday's lows. But if we start taking out the opening range lows, I will short. I will add to one of the triple ETFs, the one that is the weakest. Right now, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea where we're going to go. I bought some CHK yesterday. This thing is badly beaten down. Yes, it's gonna go bankrupt, probably. But it doesn't mean it can't bounce 50 or 100% before that. So we'll see what this one does. I also bought some cheap pour, a sheepy that had big volume of the lows. This is a natural gas related name. There was another one. What was the symbol? Let's see here. SD is another one. A thinner name, but it's the same thing. Beaten down, probably gonna go bankrupt. This thing already went bankrupt, I think. Big volume of the lows. Then there's this WLL, which is really a sheepy. Looks like it's gapping up today to 49.50 cents. But this is too low priced and too illiquid for me to trade. But this thing can, why can't this thing go back to a dollar? $1.50, $2 maybe. I don't know about $2, but there is some speculation in the sector. Anyway, Netflix reported earnings, but this thing had a huge move off the lows. So I don't, Netflix is up 50% in a month. A mega cap stock. The numbers were obviously great, but we already knew that, so it's not really a big surprise. But we'll see if it holds or if it goes higher. I'm not really excited about anything today. Like yesterday I was excited for some trades, but today is like if I can find anything good later in the day, that's great, but I don't have high hopes. But I am gonna watch for opening range lows in these triple ETFs, TQQ, SPXL, maybe even TNA. Russell is obviously the weakest of the indices. And then there's a lot of bear flags. They're all gapping higher today. But I'm just stalking these in case they're sold lower. eventually. Yeah, Snapchat too. Again, these internet-related businesses are doing great. Again, no surprise. And it's up a lot. I don't know if it's a good buy here. Snapchat is up almost 90% in a month. That's and it's right at the 200-day. Yeah, if you can build a base, that would be great. I don't really see any buyable gap ups. UAL had an offering 2650. This one is in a big bear flag. But they raising money is obviously a good thing, so. Okay, markets are open. Let's see what we get here today. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm watching Nugget too. Nugget and GDX look great. I'm gonna do Nugget because it's a bit more volatile. TQQ looks like the weakest one so far. I bought some Nugget. Maybe I'll add to it. I added a little bit to SPXL. Interesting. UAL is... Wait, what? Never mind. Shopify shorted some, or I added to my short. I covered about 60% of it yesterday, so I added back a few. So far SPXL is definitely weaker than TQQs, so it was the right choice to add to SPXL, at least so far. Looks like that. Oh, Nugget, looks like I got stopped out of it. Took out the opening range low. So I'm gonna add back to the through the eyes of the day, because it's still pretty tight. It's a pretty tight opening range. CHK, I'm selling some. It's a big trade, or percentage wise it's a big trade, but it's a fairly small position. But yeah, just keep steaming higher. Looks like indices are firming up here. I'm probably gonna get stopped out of my ad on SPXL. Oh, cheap ore. Nice, I need to sell some of this. Oh, looks like I got stopped out of Shopify ad. So far the markets are very, very strong. Cruise lines and airlines are firming up here. These are in a major bear flags, but so far they're not breaking down. And these things like NCLH, RCL, CCL, they're in super tight ranges. I don't mind, like CCL, like I don't mind going long this thing if it sets up. They raised money. Saudi took an 8.2% stake. This thing can go up 50% very easily with no resistance. So no matter what way they break, I'm gonna be there. Okay, I didn't get stopped out of SPXL yet. CHK is going straight up. I'm selling like 500 shares every dollar up. I think this thing could go to 25, 30. I really do. I don't have a lot of size in it since it's a thin stock, but like if it can double for me, it's gonna be a very nice trade. EPT, yeah, it's not going away. Nope, not going away. That is true. It looks, I think it looks good. I tried some, was it yesterday I bought some? Yeah, I bought some yesterday, got stopped out. I had like quarter size, third size on it. I bought some. I think this thing could double potentially. TNA is weak though. Oh, okay, all the indices are weakening. Oh, okay, they're all taking out lows now. All right. They are all weak. This Macy's looks like shit, and they're about to take up on another 5 billion in debt. Jesus Christ. I also added back a little bit to Shopify below this first red 5-minute candle. Wow, this China stock PDD. This is on its own planet right now. China stocks are all strong. The only stocks in this scan right now are China stocks. Interesting. Very, very strong. EDU, wow, what a candle. There may be another add point on Shopify opening range lows into 612 area or whatever the lows of the day is. I probably won't add there because I already added once, but there could be. Oh, APT, come on. They lured me in on quarter size. Which one? Which one I hired Luck in CFO? Or which one hopefully hired? Tilray is about to go again. Man, this chart looks so good, but I just don't trust any breakouts currently. It does look good. This Ally Financial looks like shit. It just went red on the day. This is a really nice looking bear flag. I'm already I have shit ton of TQQ and SPXL short and a Shopify too. So I probably won't add to that one, but this is definitely a weak name. And UAL, the one with the offering, looks like shit too. No, CHK is reversing. Oh, let's see, 4.6, okay. Macy's looks like shit. I think this thing could go bankrupt. I think today could be a nice longer term short entry. But it's a little bit too low priced for my taste. I just don't see a lot of value to the upside right now. Like all the good charts are the ones that have are the bearish ones, the bear flags. I don't see any good bullish setups, unfortunately, except for Tilray. That's probably the only good looking one. But is it gonna go? Like it's literally the only stock that looks good? I don't know. Wow, looks like works got halted. That's what happens with frauds. Sooner or later, and this one it happened sooner. It's a good thing they halted this fraud. Very good. Too bad I'm not short anymore. Okay, Shopify is about to take out the lows of the day. I won't add, I already have a bunch. And I also have a truckload of TQQ and SPXL. I just don't want to. I just don't feel like getting more short. I'm pretty happy with what I have. But yeah, maybe I wouldn't rule out this thing going red, potentially. 580s. Why not? You know what? If it tightens here, I may add some. If it gets a little bit tighter. Oh yeah, you bet I did. Yeah, I was between TQQ, SPXL, Shopify, CHK, all of these names. I was up 400k, or actually more than 400k at one point yesterday. But then we obviously bounced and I gave back some. But I locked in about half of, more than half of Shopify and a little bit of SPXL and TQQ. So yeah. You could say I made some decent money on Shopify yesterday, absolutely. I'm long XL, yes. I've been long it for a few days. Oh, looks like I rebought the Nugget. I rebought Nugget. It had this annoying candle where it took out the opening range lows. Super annoying. But now it looks like I got stopped in again. I'm risking pretty much 30 cents to make... I can't look at the chart on this one since it's a triple ETF. GDX is a better... Like GDX is at multi-year highs. Oh, okay. Let's see. 31. No. Wait. Nugget. 15,000. Fuck it. I'll buy more. Or will I? I'm a little bit tempted buying more. I'll buy more. Just because I just think there's a lot of potential. Like, look at GDX, the unlevered ETF. This one is just taking out what, 8-year range? Holy shit. And gold itself is looking pretty good too. But this is the first time the gold miners are actually starting to participate. The first half of the first part of the gold run, the gold miners didn't participate, but now they're starting to. Look at this ETF. This thing can go to 40, and if this thing goes to 40, Nugget goes to, I don't know, doubles. Okay, CHK reclaimed its, it went back green, had a nice dip at the open. Shopify is trying to take out the lows of the day. Let's see if this thing can go red. Wow, alerts are slow today. 10-minute lag. Ten-minute lag on alerts. Let's do one more scan. BLDP is strong. These fuel cell stocks, BLDP and Plug, are flagging really nicely. If they can go sideways for another week or two, that would be very, very good. What is this thing? Huh, interesting. Semis are taking out the highs of the day. A lot of strength there. Oh yeah, Shopify is fading nicely. Ugas is it had a pretty big dip yesterday. And I'm gonna add through yesterday's size. I'll add on Ugas. I can't pick ETF, and when I'm googling it, why it's because yeah, exactly, you can't trade. If you have interactive brokers, you can't trade them. If you have a European account, I have, because I trade with the US brokers. Like my interactive brokers account is based in Europe, and I can't trade them US ETFs with that account. But this is my smallest account, so I don't give a shit. My two main accounts are American accounts, so I have no problem trading these things. That's how I'm trading them. That's how I am trading them. No magic involved. No. Doesn't matter. As long as your broker accepts offshore clients, it's no problem. Because the US doesn't give a shit about European regulation. Which one? I use Centerpoint Securities, but you know, I think they're a great trading broker. But there's a lot of them. You know, you have E-Trade, Ameritrade, you have Schwab, you have Merrill Lynch, you have this, you have that, you know, depending on what your needs are. Yeah, no problem. AAL, American Airlines, is starting to break down. I still like this NCLH as a short. But I prefer, if I'm gonna do any individual stocks, I prefer to do them mid or late day on a tight range. And for me to hold them overnight, they need to close really, really weak. Have a big fade and then close weak. Like I was short NCLH yesterday and also DAL because they had such tight ranges. Like DAL traded in a 20-cent range for like hours. So I shorted some, but then it kind of grinded higher and stopped me out. And NCLH2 was a tight range for hours, but then it didn't really break down, so I didn't want to hold it overnight. But DAL and NCLH and Ally looks good. TQQs are still strong. SPXL is shaping up. CCL Carnival is just had a big candle over. Oh, this is the one I wouldn't want to short. No. I prefer RCL and NCLH for shorts. Okay, Dal is about to take out yesterday. Okay, I don't want to chase this candle. But man, they're going straight down. They are going straight down. No, I'll have some patience on these. Nugget looks great. I don't. I think it could double. Like if GDX, it looks good. GDX just broke out of a bull flag on the 60-minute chart with higher lows. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing goes to 40 next leg up, and it's just breaking out of a multi-year 8-year range, 7-year range. This thing could have a big move. Come on, Shopify, go red. This thing could very easily go red. SPXL took out the lows of the day. TQQs are still holding up. And TNA, this is the one I should have shorted, I guess, so the opening range lows. This is the weakest one. Because a lot of these soon to be bankrupt stocks are in this index. Or in the Russell 2000. Shopify is right at the VWAP. Let's see if it gets rejected or if it holds. I'll just cover a bunch of ads at 619 if it holds. Looks like the market's okay. TQQ is about to take out the highs, so markets are not super weak right now. So QQQs are so far holding the rising 10-day moving average pretty damn well. I'm thinking about sizing down on TQQs if it takes out the highs. Yeah, if TQQs take out the highs, I'm gonna size down a little bit of yesterday's. What I added yesterday. Oh, I just fat fingered. Okay, I covered half of TQQ. I fat fingered. I was about to put a stop on it, but apparently I just put a market order. So Shopify is right at the VWAP again. Looks like it got rejected so far. Yeah, Shopify got rejected. That's great. I'm gonna lower the stop on my ads by about $1 here. DAL is breaking yesterday's lows. Airlines are super weak. SPYs are below the 10-day moving average, while QQQs are above. Interesting. Oh, APT looks like I got stopped out. It baited me, just like it did yesterday. Okay, that Shopify looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of my ads. I covered about half of my ads on this washout, but I'm gonna take a small loss on the... Or I'm gonna take about break even on the rest. Yeah, I'm gonna take about break even on the rest. HLI, yeah, looks strong. Does look strong. All right, I'm gonna do one more scan and see if we find anything good. A few gold names. China. Damn, this Chenmark is going from when they reported preliminary earnings. It's nearing a double from that. Yes, I know. It's in a tight range, I know. Absolutely. It's been building higher lows for a month. And if it can get a little bit tighter, yeah, it could be a good long. Could be a good short also if it breaks lower, if it breaks below the rising 20-day. Right now it's kind of middle of the range. I think no matter what way it breaks, I think it's going to be a good trade eventually. I'm short some DAL. It's just super weak. It break this little bear flag on the 60. Look at how good it looks on the 60-minute chart. This is the mother of all bear flags. What if it goes to 15 on this leg, on the next leg lower? What if it goes to 15? Let's see, where should I put my stop? I'll put my stops on 2320s. That should be a reasonable area. I'm gonna use VWAP. And I'm gonna add to NCLH too. This is also just super weak. Love is weak. Southwest Airlines. A lot of these bear flags just want to go lower. Boeing is weak, also in a big bear flag. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. I passed on it. I didn't trust it. But it sure does look good. I mean, the problem is it's a double in 3 weeks. That's the problem. I think if we can go sideways for a bit would be, I think, good. If we can build a nice setup. But I just didn't trust that it would go. But yeah, it looks great. It does look great. Shopify is building higher lows below VWAP now. think it probably wants to reclaim VWAP. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream now. Oh, W, red if you're in the mood for more punishment. Yeah, I think there are better ones out there. This is super strong. I'm just focusing on the weaker ones. I'm seeing some really good bear flag setups that are tight. I think this one may be better. I'm just tired of this W. It's still showing relative strength, you know. It's still holding these trend lines, these moving averages. It's just super strong. All right, thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.